I'm in my late 30s.
You're 39 next birthday, are you?
Now I'm 38 next birthday. Getting older a bit, I look at the lines around my eyes, and every time I go to an airport, I'm always buying that time-replenishing, rejuvenating, complex release capsules. Turn back time. And they don't work. People really have got to accept that women get older. Show me the equivalent, female equivalent of Gene Hackman and Sean Connery. Do you think a woman could get away with being 57 with no hair on top with a Scottish accent and get major movie roles? I don't think so. That's one thing people never say about plastic surgery. Most of the time it looks horrific, especially in America. I mean, you see, it's, ridiculous. All their pores pulled this way. You see them having lunch and the scars behind the ears, or they lose the hairline. They might look all right in photographs, but you see people like that close up, 6 in the morning, you go, sorry. I want to die when I'm about 95 with both my own hips. None of that, wearing incontinence diapers, driving the kids mad, having to be put in a home and all that stuff. And I couldn't handle that. I would call Dr. Kevorkian before that point. I think he's a hero, Dr. Kevorkian. I think he's fantastic. You're the best, man. Keep doing it.
You've been around for such a long time now, or maybe I could leave you, but I don't know how. And why should I be lonely every night when I can be with you? Oh yes, you make it right, and I don't listen to the guys who say that you're bad for me, and I should turn you away, 'cause they don't know about us, and they've never heard of love.
People of all ages love donut. When you baby, you love donut 'cause it like toy. You lick it, it's sticky, it's fun. Then when you teenager, you love donut because you like sugar, you have a lot of energy, yeah. Then when you 20, you love donut because it's cheap. You buy 12 donuts so you get one free, yeah. And when you're 30, you love donut because you're very busy. You try to make something of yourself, yeah. No time to eat, so grab donut. When you're 40, you eat donut because you don't want to eat at home. No, your wife, she mean. Your children are ugly, so you come to donut shop, forget terrible family, yeah. And when you're 50, you buy donut. You know they're bad for you, yeah. You're trying to kill yourself, yeah. So you smoke, you drink cocktail, you eat donut. You loser, yeah. And when you're very old, 60, 70, 80, 90, you eat donut. So you have something to put in your stomach so you can keep taking all the pills to keep you alive. Yeah, you think, hey, when I was baby, donut make me happy. Maybe donut make me happy now. Then you die. Then I serve donut at your funeral. Donut business, good business to be in, huh?
I don't know how old I am because I was raised by dingoes. Yeah. When they found me, they had to approximate my age by the wear on my back molars and the fact that I'd nursed several litters. Yeah. Age is irrelevant, As long as your back legs hold out, your nose is moist, and you're not lying around in the sun munching your minge, go for it. All right there, mate. Steady as you go, safety first.
Now, here's an area where a white woman just cannot compete with a black woman. We're talking about getting old and looking young. Oh, yes, we age so good.
We do.
Look at Diane Carroll.
She fine.
She's fine. Miss Diana Ross.
She look all right.
Lena Horne. She came through the body search zone here last week. It was your day off. I looked at her passport. She's 95 years old.
She is?
She's 95
95?
years old. Now, I support unity and the rainbow and that. I don't want to make this a black-white thing because Shanisha's not like that.
It ain't like that.
No, but it feels good to win once in a while.
Yep, it do.
We had Barbara Streisand through here.
Oh, the mirror has 2 faces, 4 chins, a saggy ass, and some more shit.
That James Brolin boy, he looked like her grandson.
Ooh, that's cold.
That's cold.
That's cold.
That's
blood.
cold. We don't mean
but
that.
it's true.
Barbara, we love you, really.
We ain't trying to lie, nothing.
No.
She just look
No.
kind. That's how it is,
No.
though.
No.
Black don't crack.
No.
White get old kind of quick.
That's,
it ain't
black
nothing.
don't crack.
It's genetic.
That's right. That's very
Hey,
true.
don't be...
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to barge into the office where the greatest concepts in physics were discovered. I can't believe I'm standing in the same room where the theory of everything green was written.
Please come in. Ken, dear, another little girl who's dying to get in your class.
Hello.
Wow. Just wow. Hi. I'm Hope Finch.
His goals for the week?
1, win Nobel Prize. 2, get self on stamp. Wow, what great goals. I write notes to myself like, get hair under control, or something like that.
As the universe expands, everything in it expands proportionately. Those who are overweight will be the right size in 5,000 years.
Wow. I don't know what that means, but it should get you on a stamp.
Is my wife right? You want to be in my class?
Oh, yes, I'm dying to be in your class. And not just because I need extra science credits to graduate, but, I mean, you're one of the world's greatest handicapped physicists.
One of?
Not a great start.
Sit down.
Yes, Professor, anything.
Goodbye, darling. I won't be home for dinner. I've left you 3 suppositories. The pink one is dessert.
My wife doesn't understand me.
Well, who does? You know.
Would you like to be my research assistant?
Does this mean I'm in your class?
This means you're in my life.
Maestro entered and poured himself a cup. Did you hear that? He said, looking sad and concerned. I did, I replied. I'm so tired! Oh, can you feel the wind in your hair? Can you feel the wind in your hair? Oh, it's great. Can you feel it? Oh, wow.
The concept of love is a human conceit, but if it has any meaning, Hope Finch, I love you.
Oh, you don't know how great that sounds through a synthesizer.
Are you worried about our age difference? It's 25 years.
You're the one that figured out that time was totally irrelevant.
Only in connection to light.
You're the light of my life. I know we can have a wonderful time together, and our love will take us as far as your extension cords will go.
Excuse me, did I overhear you stealing my husband?
You ignore him. He's my genius now.
It's over, Catherine. I just don't feel anything anymore.
You haven't felt anything since 1981. You know what happens when the doctor hits you with that little hammer. Nothing.
Look, I didn't mean for this to happen, but the professor and I have found something magical. So could you please just find somebody else?
You do realize he's 35 years older than you?
35?
I don't count the 10 years I was in a coma.
I don't care about his age. He's the love of my life. Now, if you'll just give us his rubber sheets, we will go.
Rubber sheets? How do you know about those?
We weren't doing anything. We were just up in your room talking about the flavors of quarks.
That old line?
Goodbye, Catherine. Try to forget me. Travel, take salsa lessons.
Come on, darling. We're nearly there. She's not following us. Oh, God, we're running away. I'm so happy. So happy. Oh, here we are, darling. Welcome home. I know it's not much, but the good thing is that sometimes my roommate sleeps over at her boyfriend's house so we can really spread out. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, everything is going to be just fabulous. And if I buy the right converters, we can even go to Paris. Oh, this thing takes a lot of power. Oh, backup emergency oxygen tank, backup emergency oxygen tank. I got everything you asked for, including the tracheotomy kit you felt you just had to have.
leg.
Is it my imagination? Or have you not lifted a finger since you got here? I'm sorry for being so grumpy. Let's turn this afternoon around into a fun afternoon. I'll put a little tarragon in your glucose, and later we'll take a nice long walk to the window. Oh, God. I'm sorry. This is it's just so.
So overwhelming and disgusting.
Yes, both of those things. I'm so sorry I had to call you. Thank you so much for coming.
You called her? Did she bring my mail?
Well, now you know what a bag of fun Kenneth can be. Actually, you know, you're not the first young woman to go through this. Every year he picks someone from his class to overwhelm.
Fun.
You know, you lasted pretty long. You had him 2 whole days. The others usually leave him on my doorstep in a matter of hours.
Oh, I hate to return things. Once I bought a sweater that made me look orange, but I kept it because the sales girl was on commission.
Why should we have to go to the moon? Why can't it come to us?
Hope. Just because someone's paralyzed doesn't mean he's not an asshole.
I'd give anything for an asshole.
Would you take him back, please?
I always do.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, all right.
It's been
Yes,
so hard.
I know.
It's
I
been so hard.
Yes. Sweetheart, find somebody your own age, all right? Somebody you can walk and dance and sweat and chew and do all those boy-girl things with, you know, like hold hands and pucker.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Because I think I was in love with the idea of being in love with someone who can't function.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Kenneth. Home we go.
I could never do that.
It's in the wrist. All right, prepare for some speed bumps, pal.
I swear nothing happened. I never laid my finger on her.
I loved him so much.
My biological clock is ticking so loudly, I'm surprised that the bomb squad doesn't come over. So I'm having my eggs harvested so I can have a baby when I'm 65 and mellow. Yeah, that way the kid can take care of me when I start drooling. My eggs will be frozen and implanted into some cash-needy girl who doesn't mind varicose veins and pain. What am I missing? Oh, yeah, sperm. Jordan, get John Kennedy to jerk off into a bottle. Now!
When I was a sophomore at Oral Roberts, our choir master put forth what he called his theory of 33. He said that Jesus was 33 years old when he died, and that Karen Carpenter was 33 years old when she died, and her name was Carpenter, and Jesus was a carpenter. So according to our choir master and his theory of 33, Karen Carpenter was the second coming of the Lord. Well, my parents were horrified when they heard about my beliefs, so they had Pastor Hurt perform an exorcism on me. Oh, he punched me around like a bag of wet groceries until Beelzebub left my body. Praise be to the Lord. So when my little daughter asked me how old Jesus was when he died, I said that he was 34, because I didn't want her falling into the same trap that Satan had set for her mama. You're next.
Later, much later. Why do they always stop when they should?
Fern, do you mind if I sit here?
Go ahead, Otto. But don't expect me to give you a boost when you're gonna get back up, though. I have no upper arm strength.
Oh.
These are strictly decorative.
And very much so.
Don't, Otto, please. I don't care for that noise. I know some people like it, but to me it's very unpleasant.
Fern, can I ask you something of a personal nature? Will you make me the happiest man on earth?
Oh, Otto, please don't ask. I wouldn't even do that for my Harry, and he was the cleanest man I ever knew.
Fern,
No.
Fern, I'm asking you to marry me.
What? You're joking.
I'm in love with you. Fern, please, do me the honor of becoming Mrs. Otto Kornowitz.
Oh, Otto, please. You're much too old for me. And besides, you have an inward-facing condo overlooking the dumpster.
I'm young at heart. In fact, it's only 3 years old.
My mother always told me that when a man your age asks a woman to marry him, it's for one of two things, nurse or purse.
I don't need your money, Fern. The live bait business was very good to me.
That's why you're always sniffing your fingers, of course.
I can change, and I don't need a nurse. Want to see me do some push-ups?
No, Otto, please.
Now,
No,
if this is
darling.
what it takes to win the condo's most perfect woman, so be it.
Otto, I have news for you. Fern Rosenthal is not perfect.
I don't believe it.
No, I'm not saying I'm old, but even I'm not impervious to time's winged chariots. I have a corn on my foot that would cut a canvas shoe to ribbons. And they don't make a pumice stone strong enough to do anything about it either. Carapatus. Ugh, what a bag.
One!
And I recently found out that I quite possibly might have attention deficit disorder. Me? Can you believe it? I read a flyer about it at the cholesterol mobile. And when I read a list of the symptoms, I said, oh my God, it's like they're writing my life story. So you see, I'm only close to perfect, Otto. Otto? Otto. Oh my God, my fiance's dead. Paramedic to the lanai! Paramedic! That's right, do nothing. Christ, this is my third marriage proposal this month. I gotta stop wearing so much jewelry to the pool. Ugh. Paramedic to the lanai!
Macaulay Culkin, Your Royal Highness.
Ah, yes, the wonderful young scamp from those delightful Home Alone films. Yes, we quite enjoyed you when you were young, but now that you've gotten older, like everyone else, we find you completely uninteresting. Awfully sad. Well, don't give up. Perhaps you'll be cute again when you're very, very old, like Mother or Carol Channing. Goodbye. Whoa, you see that, Barry? What a belter. Look at those cars you could play for Man United, you know.
Baseball.
What?
Grew up playing baseball in America. Never hear of Manchester United.
I'll pretty well make sure it does. Hey, look at this, Adam. Look. Oh! Sorry, Mrs. Appleton. Hey. Your daddy doesn't know his own strength, does he?
I think I heard the doorbell.
Oh, God, that'll be your mum. Come on, young fellow. Let's go. Hey. That's it. Give your Uncle Barry a kiss, eh? Bye-bye.
Do come see us again.
Let's get your things together, shall we? Hey, hello. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go.
Does this belong to the little chap?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Dorothy. Yes, Trevor keeps a few things for when he comes over.
I'd be meaning to ask, who is he? Is he a nephew or something?
No, he's Trevor's son.
You mean Trevor used to be normal?
Do you mean, was there a time he wasn't gay?
Yes, I suppose that is what I do mean, yes.
Well, the answer is no. An American friend at the airline wanted a child and asked Trevor to be the father.
And he...
Oh, yes, he rose to the occasion. One night in a Ramada Inn in Washington, I think it involved half a bottle of tequila and some ground rhinoceros horn.
Well, didn't that make him want to, you know, with women after that?
No, there isn't a picture of the Spice Girls pinned above his bed.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, you know, I never, My uncle was one, you know.
Oh.
And this was in the 50s, when it was against the law.
Well, it still is in some countries, Dorothy, which is why Trevor and I have always resisted the urge to move to Kuwait. Thanks.
Bye. Love ya. Yeah. More kisses. Mwah. Oh. He's a little marvel, isn't he? I feel years younger just having him around, you know.
Well, personally, I can think of nothing guaranteed to make one feel older than having a 2-year-old for the weekend.
Oh, I don't know, Barry. Brings out the child in me. Fancy a game of hide and seek. Boo!
I'd rather finish my crossword. Oh, God, he's scribbled all over it.
You know your problem, Barry, don't you? You couldn't wait to embrace middle age. You've grown old too fast, like forced rhubarb.
You know your trouble, Trevor. You resist nature's natural process. Look at your bathroom cabinet. Balms, unguents, lotions, anti-wrinkle gels, anti-aging creams. It's like Dr. Moreau's laboratory.
A fly, remember, which is extremely damaging to the skin.
Oh, is that why you wanted your eyelids raised?
It was only a passing thought, Barry. There's no advantage getting old, Barry. No advantage whatsoever. Don't give me wisdom and maturity. How do they stack up against prostate problems, eh?
I can think of one advantage.
What?
Giving up this desperate desire to stay young.
So we're alone again tonight. I read a book, you watch a fight. Stifled yawn, a can of beer. What an interrolling atmosphere. And yet the sight of us this way helps me to say what I must say. Helps me to think a thought or two and pass it right along to you. And just for starters, you should know, I think you've let yourself go.
Oh, God, I'm not listening to this.
You never care the way you dress. You stay unshaven, you look a mess. The smallest thing is too much to do. I even hold the door for you.
And every rose upon the shelf is one that I have supplied myself. It's not the same, I'm well aware, and yet I need to see them there.
I don't know why I say it now, why I don't hold my tongue somehow, but yet I need to tell it all, no matter where the chips may fall. For as I sit and reminisce, there are so many things I miss.
The reassurance of your touch,
The gentle smile that meant so much. You were my tender, thoughtful beau, and now...
So I'm a boring old fart, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all, Barry. Oh, crikey. Why do you always row like this after Junior leaves, eh?
Well, the truth is I envy you, the boy, I suppose. I envy the way you feel about him and the feelings he brings out in you.
Doesn't affect the feelings I have for you, Barry. Come on, you silly old tart. I couldn't hate you if I tried, and I still want you by my side. We'll lay things on the line. Perhaps the fault is really mine, and if it is, please tell me so. A seed replanted still may grow. Maybe that's all we really need to know. Come close to me and
let yourself go. Close.
Close, yeah, not bad.
You know, I do look a little scruffy today. I think I'll run upstairs and have a hot bath.
Yeah. I'll pop something in the oven, and then I'll go down the video store and I'll get the English Patient. 2.5 hours of a tortured Ralph Fiennes will do us the power of good, eh?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You mind if we fast forward through the politics, though?
I know. I
It's a
don't
bit
get that
boring.
bit
I
either, and
lose
that
it.
bit where he
Lose it.
rapes
No,
her at
no.
that tea party.
No, when
I
he gets to
don't
the
like that.
cave, I love the bit in the cave.
Don't you
So
think, though, when he
lovely.
gets to the cave, wouldn't she have rigor mortis?
A few years ago, Buddy got himself one of those Vietnamese pot-bellied pigs. They were real popular. I says to him, Buddy, I says, what are we gonna do with a pig? He says, please, Ma, I miss Vietnam. I says, well, Mr. Omar Sharif misses Egypt, but I don't think he's got a camel in his backyard, Buddy. He said, oh, please, Ma. I never could say no to that kid, so anyhow. Pig was awful cute when it was this big. Now it's turds of this big. It's huge, just sleeps on Buddy's bed all day. Poor old pig. She'll come if you drop a little sandwich meat on the carpet for her. There you go, look. Come on, pig. Suey, come on. She'll come if you just be patient. Bon appetit. I'm gonna eat. I can't eat in front of Buddy. Look out for the pig. Suey!
Baby, there's no need for living in the past. Now I found good love and gonna make it last. I tell the others don't bother me, 'cause when they look at you, they don't see why
nice. Good night, Tracey.